EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Gaines got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Toss play, Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Ready. 5-8. Kill. Let's go, D. Let's go. Topper.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Ready? Waiting. I'm coming for you.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alert!
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go one more.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, 5-9.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Again has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Hey, 18.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 4. Mike, check. 59.
To throw is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
On 1st down, Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Ready? You ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. To try again after the sack. Breeze under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Mike 5'9".
Breeze now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. He's going to sling this deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
36.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 59. Here it comes.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here comes Cohen. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go. Had held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On the return is Cohen. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Trubisky to throw. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rip right, rip right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Time to go, 9-9. Patch it.
5-9.
Again, it's Kamara. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We might start getting some props here in the booth. That one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. On the carry, it's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
X3, 218, chop.
From the 17, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Breeze. This is caught by Gale. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
12. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Here we go.
Breeze going to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Again, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
18. 56 to Mike, boys. Hey, Zoo.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Just like that.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score,
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.